so much for having us today, Astrid, in your rather fabulous home studio.
Welcome to the garage.
It's amazing. I love it. Can you talk me through how you make such awesome creatures?
Sure. It starts with a design. So I'll do a sketch and then I'll make the armature, which is a kind of metal skeleton, like a flexible skeleton that goes inside the puppets. And that's the thing that makes them move. And it's made out of a special kind of wire that holds its position so you can pose the puppet and then take a shot.
You use as well some recyclable materials. How important is that to you?
Yeah, very important. The foam and the polystyrene and the styrofoam, all of those are kind of waste materials, so recycled from packaging and old cushions and all sorts. Some of my badges were made from old pairs of tights.
You go through a lot of tights.
That I'd washed.
Your characters always tend to be creatures of some variety, and they're so expressive. How do you get that level of emotion on a non-verbal creature?
I think I was really inspired by a kind of long history of fixed-face theatrical puppets. And I think that there's something really beautiful about that you can imbue it with life, and also you're not being too didactic. You're not really telling the audience what to think. You're allowing everyone to read their own interpretation into what they're seeing, which I think is kind of, fun and magical.
But watching it, I mean, there's some times where it's a little bit dark and I was a tiny bit scared, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're right. There are some moments which are brutal.
Yeah, a little bit. So your latest film, Red Rover, was finished during lockdown. Do you think that had an overall impact in the final production?
I'd been shooting for, I think, 8 months. So I'd been in my own self-imposed lockdown, and then I just emerged from the bunker. All of the post-production had to happen remotely.
Do you ever worry or have any concerns of the bigger animation studios kind of dominating the market and leaving little room for indie studios such as yourself?
I don't really worry about that. I think, there's room for everyone. I'm doing something quite different to what they're doing, and that's brilliant. I think it's really important that the animation landscape remains varied and that there is still space for independent voices. The only way to maintain that is for, good funding to be in place to allow that to happen.
Yeah.
And also for people to be allowed the space and time to be able to create their own content and the content they want to create.